You're in a group, everyone's laughing, stories are flying, and you're just there. Smiling, nodding, maybe tossing in a yeah or two. But inside, it feels like you're shouting into a void. Invisible. Like you're at a party, but no one handed you a mic. If you're an overthinker, socially anxious, or someone who feels like you're always on the sidelines of conversations, this one's for you. Because here's the unexpected truth. You're not fading into the background because you're boring or broken. You're likely the only one in the room paying attention to the things that actually matter. But what if it's not you? What if there's a hidden rule in group conversations no one told you about? One that's been stacking the deck against you this whole time. Picture this. You're at a friend's dinner party. The table's buzzing. Sarah's telling a wild story about her weekend. Jake's cracking jokes, and you're sitting there, fork in hand, waiting for the perfect moment to jump in. You've got something to say, something good. But every time you open your mouth, someone else fills the silence. Or worse, you finally speak, and it's like your words evaporate before they hit anyone's ears. You shrink back, wondering, why does this keep happening? Am I just not interesting? I've been there. I remember this one night at a work happy hour, standing in a circle of colleagues trying to keep up with their banter. I'd rehearse my lines in my head like a lawyer prepping for court, but by the time I spoke, the conversation had moved on, or someone would cut me off, not even noticing. I went home feeling like I was wearing an invisibility cloak, one I didn't choose. Here's what's really going on, and it's not what you think. Group conversations aren't just about who's loudest or funniest. They're a chaotic dance of social cues, power dynamics, and unspoken rules most people follow without thinking. If you're an overthinker or socially anxious, you're not just in the conversation. You're analyzing it. You're reading the room, noticing who's bored, who's dominating, who's left out. You're like a director watching a movie unfold, while everyone else is just acting in it. Let's break it down with a stick figure scenario. Imagine a circle of 5 stick figures chatting. One's waving their arms, telling a big story. They're the spotlight figure. 2 others are nodding, tossing in quick quips. They're the supporting actors. One's quiet, just listening. That's you, the observer. And the 5th? They're scrolling their phone, checked out. The spotlight figure isn't thinking about you. They're chasing the laughs. The supporting actors are too busy keeping up to notice your silence. And the phone scroller? They're not even in the game. You're not invisible because you're less. You're invisible because you're doing the emotional labor no one else is. You're holding space for the group's energy, but no one's holding space for you. Psychologically, this ties to something called the fawning response, a trauma response where you prioritize others' comfort to feel safe. If you're socially anxious, you might unconsciously fawn by staying quiet, nodding along, or laughing on cue, hoping it'll earn you a spot in the group. But here's the kicker. Fawning makes you less visible, not more. Why? Because group dynamics reward assertive energy, the loud laugh, the quick comeback, the bold story. Meanwhile, your quiet empathy, your thoughtful pauses, they're like gold coins tossed into a fountain, valuable, but sinking out of sight. There's also a concept from attachment theory called secure base. In healthy relationships, people take turns being the secure base, the one who listens, validates, makes others feel seen. In group conversations, though, that role often goes unclaimed. If you're the one trying to fill it, you're giving energy without getting it back. It's like pouring water into a bucket with a hole. You feel drained, unseen, because you're carrying a load no one asked you to carry. But here's the thing. This isn't your fault. You're not too quiet or not trying hard enough. You're playing by a rule book no one gave you, and it's time to rewrite it. So, how do you stop feeling invisible? It's not about shouting louder or faking a bigger personality. It's about flipping the script on how you show up. Here are 3 counterintuitive insights to reframe how you see yourself in group conversations and how others see you. Insight 1. You're not quiet. You're a signal in a world of noise. The myth is that quiet people are boring or have nothing to say. Wrong. If you're an overthinker, You're likely processing the conversation on a deeper level than anyone else. You're catching subtext, noticing body language, sensing the mood. That's not a flaw. It's a superpower. The problem? Groups often reward noise over signal. Loud doesn't mean valuable. It just means loud. Think of it like a radio. Everyone's blasting static, but you're the clear station no one's tuned into yet. Here's the shift. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to speak. Instead, share one small, authentic thought, even if it's imperfect. Try saying, "This might sound random, but," and drop your observation. It's like tossing a pebble into a pond. The ripple doesn't have to be huge to be felt. You're not trying to steal the spotlight. You're just tuning the room to your frequency. Insight 2. Stop auditioning for a role you already have. Here's a myth we all buy into. You have to earn your place in a conversation. You don't. You're already at the table, invited, wanted. But if you're socially anxious, you might feel like you're auditioning for a part that's already yours. You're overthinking every word, trying to prove you belong. That's exhausting, and it pulls you out of the moment. The mindset shift? Show up as a guest, not a performer. Imagine you're at a potluck, not a talent show. You don't need a perfect dish, you just need to bring something. Maybe it's a question. "Wait, Sarah, how did you even survive that weekend?" Or a tiny story. "That reminds me of this one time." It's not about being the star. It's about adding your flavor. And if someone interrupts or ignores you, that's on them, not you. Keep showing up. Your presence is enough. Insight 3. Your energy is a gift. Protect it. If you feel invisible, you might be giving too much emotional energy to the group. You're laughing at jokes that aren't funny, nodding to keep the peace, or staying silent to avoid rocking the boat. That's the fawning response again, and it's draining your battery. Here's a visual metaphor. Picture your energy as a glowing lantern. Every time you fawn, you're dimming your light to make someone else's brighter. But what if you kept some of that glow for yourself? The shift here is to set gentle boundaries. You don't have to match the group's energy. If the conversation's too loud or shallow, it's okay to step back, physically or emotionally. Try this. Next time you feel overwhelmed, take a slow sip of your drink or a deep breath and just watch for a moment. You're not withdrawing, you're recharging. Then, when you're ready, share something that feels true to you. Maybe it's, "I love how passionate you all are about this, I am just soaking it in." It's honest, it's you, and it's enough. Here's a visual to carry with you. Imagine group conversations like a campfire. Some people are tossing in big logs, making sparks fly. Others are fanning the flames, keeping it loud and bright. You're the one tending the embers, making sure the fire doesn't burn out. That's not invisible, that's essential. The group needs your quiet strength, even if they don't say it. So here's a gentle challenge. Next time you're in a group, try one small thing. Share a thought, ask a question, or even just smile and say, "I'm loving this vibe." Notice how it feels to claim your space, even for a moment. Ask yourself, what if I'm not invisible? What if I'm just waiting for the right people to see me? If you've ever felt like you're fading in a group, like your voice doesn't carry, know this. You're not too much and you're not too little. You're not invisible. You're just in a room that hasn't learned how to see you yet. Your thoughts, your quiet pauses, your way of noticing the world, those are gifts. And the right people, they'll see them. They'll pull up a chair, hand you the mic and say, "Tell me more." Until then, keep showing up as you are. You don't need to be louder or different. You just need a space where your full self is welcome. So let's build it. One awkward, beautiful pause at a time. If this resonated with you, drop a comment and tell me, what's one thing you've always wanted to say in a group but held back? Let's make this a space where we all feel seen. And if you want more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. I'll be here, tending the embers with you.